Alright, so I'm going to get to part two. I obviously got interrupted doing the first part of this, and I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. The main thing going on here, I want you guys to understand this. The main thing is that LeBron James is the puppet master of the situation. LeBron James is the puppet master of the situation. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Obviously, he picked the right target. He picked the target that he knew would get the most attention, right? LeBron in many press conferences, many situations could if he felt the way he felt. You guys got to understand, it's very. I do this about LeBron knowing that, like, it's complimentary as well. I say this about LeBron knowing it's complimentary as well as like I see the villain in him, and he doesn't want to embrace it. See, this is the manipulation, and I've tried to, I talked about this a little bit last night on the podcast. The manipulation of this, where he says, he basically goes on about how nostalgia makes it hard to be the current face of the league. While LeBron pretty much jucks all of his peers, all the guys that are younger. And remember, he's the oldest player in the league. He's been the oldest player in the league for the past 2 or 3 years now, right? I think once Vince Carter retired, LeBron James probably became the oldest player in the league, right? And he makes it out that the media is the enemy that makes it so hard to want to be the face of the league because you're getting criticized all the time. Let's see, once again, the hypocrisy, like the hypocrisy of what LeBron says, where he says, don't criticize errors. See, and this is the thing, and this is really the thing. LeBron has proven he is not a student of the game. Because for him, I don't think he knew, outside of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Dr. J, maybe, I don't think, and I guarantee you he couldn't tell you 5 things about Dr. J. I don't think LeBron knows who played in the 70s. I don't think he knows nothing about Wes Unseld, Elvin Hayes. See, he's not a student of the game. Kobe Bryant was a student of the game. And I get, Kobe Bryant is, 6 years older than LeBron, right? But you're not talking about a night and day generation rise, right? You're not talking about people that got 20 years. Like Jordan has 15, 16 years on Kobe. So he could look at Kobe as a big brother, not even a father figure, because again, we don't, Kobe has a father, right? R.I.P. Joe Bryant. Kobe has his father. The idea that, he doesn't, again, I said this, he hates the fact that Mike doesn't embrace him. Yeah, he was the guy that, obviously, who wouldn't have, if you're a great basketball player, who wouldn't have loved Mike? Who wouldn't have loved Mike? Who wouldn't want to be like Mike? Again, a whole generation. See, my thing is, I'm a different guy because I wanted to be like Magic. I want to be like Magic, right? And again, LeBron being this combination of Mike and Magic, right? And I've always said this. He has a lot of qualities of both players, but there's a lot of, he's not both players wrapped in one. Because he's not the guy that can come out there and dominate a game, only taking 5 or 10 shots like Magic. Magic got games where he completely controlled the game, taking 5, 6. I mean, Magic could have took 2 shots in a game and dominated. And he don't have the win at all costs. Find that shot. See, one thing you guys do, one thing LeBron fans do and these current fans do, y'all do the shot counting thing. And y'all say Jordan only scored because he took all the shots. Okay, of course, the most field goal attempts in history is LeBron James, right? Okay, well, doesn't that count? See, again, LeBron plays in an era where anybody can get off a shot because defenses are they're not stringent because the game is just wide open. And when you're a perimeter ball player, you're going to get those shots. Jordan played in an era where The game was get the ball to the big man, right? Play off of him, play through him. Jordan never had a dominant big man. You know, when he had Cartwright, you know, he never had dominant big man to play off of. So, when you talk about hand checking and you talk about, you know, people are gonna really lay you out if you kept attacking that basket. You had to earn the shots that you got. It's like the reason why Jordan took 37 shots, because that was probably the best option for a particular game. Now you can be selective. You can get a guy, you can get a role player 10, 15 shots. You weren't getting John Paxson 10, 15 shots in 91. Because John Paxson wasn't a quality enough player to get off 10 to 15 shots. Neither was Armstrong. Hell, Pippen was some nights weren't quality enough to get those shots. It wasn't a game plan that, this guy's got to shoot this. No. You had to break defenses down to then get those quality of shots off. That was the game back then. So again, for him to say something like Giannis would have had 250, and I like Giannis. Again, keep Giannis out of it. I get what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to say Giannis, a genetic freak, a big 6'11" guy who can handle the rock, blah, blah, blah. You didn't have that in the 70s. Well, look, Wilt Chamberlain could have done anything that anybody's done in any era. Except hit a free throw, right? those big hands, he just could not line the free throw up. But other than that, Wilt Chamberlain was just a genetic freak. Just, and again, like a Giannis, but only Wilt Chamberlain was bigger. Wilt Chamberlain was actually faster. You want to tell me that Giannis might have a better ball handle? Maybe. I don't know. We didn't really get to see Wilt lead breaks, but we got to see Wilt be a dominant post-up back to the basket big that no one could deal with. And trust me, it wasn't the fact that it weren't any other 7-footers. Yes, but Wilt was bigger than most players. There was actually a player or two in the league bigger than Wilt, taller than Wilt, actually weighed as much as Wilt or more. There were. It was a big old, I think a guy from Sweden was about 7'2", something like that. But either way, right? Wilt was that big, but he also had grace. He also had speed. He also had strength. And again, we get it. LeBron has all of that as well. But technique-wise, maybe not. Again, Giannis does what he does. He goes to the basket. He's a player who dives to the basket. You know, again, I'm not going to, I've seen other people take that, Giannis would have been laid out. But no, I mean, Giannis could have probably given it as well as he could take it. And, pause, little Giddey. and look, again, this is the no Giddey version of this, the no Giddey take on this whole LeBron thing. Because again, it was just a lot of disingenuous lip service. But I'm getting back to the central point that LeBron has manipulated all of this so we can talk about him. Again, there was no need to do this. There's no need to go and talk to Pat McAfee. What did we learn? You talked about Stephen A. for about 2 minutes. And then the rest of it was you saying the things that you wanted to say about yourself. We all understand. This was all a ruse to get you glorified. And I get it, bro. It's nothing. The thing is, bro, you have to let I think that's the problem with LeBron. LeBron wants everybody to think he's the GOAT. He wants as many people to think he's the GOAT for whatever reason. Again, I think the reason is you're really hurt that Jordan does not embrace you, and you really want Jordan to kiss your ring while Jordan realizes no way I can compete with you. I am done. My playing career is over. You're competing with me. And that's the thing. Instead of, because this is why I respect Kobe and not LeBron, even though I wasn't a Kobe fan myself. Kobe understood where Michael Jordan was and what he accomplished, and he knew he had to get to that level, that number. The numbers, whatever, he passed him in scoring. No, notice, no one said, when Kobe passed Jordan in scoring, no one said, Kobe's better than Michael. He scored more points. Everybody knew that he took more time. He played more years. Kobe wasn't, oh, when I get more points than Michael Jordan, that means I'm the GOAT. No. But now LeBron believes it because now he's stuck around. He's on he's stuck around. He's shooting extra rounds to get of golf, to get extra balls and stuff like that. It makes no sense. The logic is it's so porous. It's so stupid. It's absolutely mind-numbingly stupid logic that I got 40,000, I got numbers, and no one else. It's not about the numbers, LeBron. And if you really looked at the numbers in context, you do not approach Michael Jordan's numbers. Just do it. If you did it by position, I mean, I can get into that in other videos and stuff like that. But if you did it by position, what Jordan did, Jordan led just about every category by position, by his position. He led in every category of every stat. So if we're judging him against shooting guards, while we're judging LeBron against small forwards, LeBron barely ever leads all small forwards in any particular stat. And that's the difference. LeBron doesn't lead all small forwards in most stats. Kevin Durant scores more than him. Guys shoot better from the field than him. At his position is small forward. Now, again, you come into this era of positionless basketball where LeBron, this is the thing, man. LeBron played in a playoff series in the second round of the Western Conference playoffs against a team who started P.J. Tucker at the center. You think that P.J. Tucker is 6'5"? Michael Jordan is 6'6". Could you imagine Jordan going up against a team with a center that's smaller than him? What he would have done? How he would have dominated? And he did this with Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard on his team. He played up against, and wants you to believe, and he did that in a bubble as well, but wants you to believe that he dominated. Again, the manipulation in LeBron, he sits there and says, I never wanted to be the face of the league, but I accepted it. Motherfucker, of course you did. You not only wanted to be the face of the league, you wanted to be the face of the league all time. This is why you keep pushing this ridiculous GOAT agenda that you just don't win. You just don't match up. You don't. Now, in the Lakers, in 7 years with the Lakers, if y'all get knocked out in the first round, you would have only gotten out of the first round twice. And then you're going to bring up the age excuses. Well, then Jordan retired winning a three-peat twice, not once, but twice. On top of that, the milk and cookies, right? That's because I'm going to end it on this because it's funny. It's hilarious. He confirmed the whole Pat Riley took his cookies, and that was the end of me wanting to stay here in Miami because Pat Riley taking cookies from baked by stewardesses on plays. How dare he? Well, with Michael Jordan, the first time he retired, they took his father. The second time he left the Bulls, they took Scott. They wanted to take Scotty and Phil. And Dennis and everybody else that helped him and wanted him to stay there and rebuild. Why? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? And he felt that I'd proven everything I needed to do. When am I going to just sit around and just put up numbers and stuff like that? I won 6 championships. What was he going to try to? He knew he wasn't going to catch Bill Russell. And he understood it's not about just the championship. It's not about just the numbers. It's about the impact. It's about the quality. We judge this objectively. It's an objective and subjective way of determining this. It's really no right answer either. The fact of the matter is you're going to rely off of people's opinion on who the GOAT is. And LeBron, the opinion, no matter how many young dummies you hypnotize with these stupid, inconsistent arguments, you're not the GOAT. Simple and plain. Good night, guys.